We are back in one of the greatest cities in the United States. We're here to go on a little food tour around New York, check out some great food spots. Hey everyone, this is Scott, or the Scott Man, and welcome. So I am here for the weekend to check out some great foods here in New York. We'll even be going back to at least one, maybe even two spots that I've been to in the past in a previous video, but we're gonna be centered more on the food this time. Well, a lot of great options from bagels to pizza, tacos, you name it. Even some Chinese food over in Chinatown, which is something we have not done before, so we'll have to do that sometime today even. But to get things started off, we have to do it the New York way, by getting a bagel. And I know just the place to get us started. And we have found the perfect spot. So we're over here on Houston Street, which I feel like I've been on all my different New York trips in the past. There's just a lot of great food here on Houston. So yeah, although you can't really tell over there, you can see that is Russ Daughter's for amazing bagels, but also like lox bagels. It's what their specialty is. It's like you can't really see it too well. It's because there's some scaffolding that's covering up the restaurant, but it's a place we can go to get some bagels, especially lox bagels. And they even have another sit-down place elsewhere here in Manhattan. But this is the classic spot where you just go up to the counter, get your bagel, and take it for takeaway and enjoy. So let's head over and get our bagel, our lox bagel that is, and then let's go eat one. All right, so you just go inside, you take a number, and then when they call your number, you order your food, whether it's just a bagel, you get like salmon, and of course their sandwiches. So I got their classic bagel and lox sandwich, and this looks absolutely heavenly. Pick your type of bagel. Of course, you got like the lox or like salmon, and also pick your cream cheese. All right, so I'm gonna tear this in half here, and then we're gonna go ahead and take a bite. So I got this a couple years ago, but never for YouTube, but we gotta cover it now. So let's get this food tour started. This is delicious. Nice salmon flavor. It's like when you mix the cream cheese. And then of course, I got a sesame seed bagel. This is really good. You can see why they've been around for over a century. This is one heck of a sandwich. This is half full of great salmon flavor. What a great way to kick off this food tour. That was quite good, I have to say. Great way to start my day. What's cool too is that you can even get your bagels toasted in there too. I decided not to with mine, but yeah, lots of great stuff in there. And so yeah, definitely check out Russ Daughter's. They're not cheap, so let me warn you, because I spent almost $20, including tax on that. But with how high quality the salmon is, and of course, and the bagels are pretty good too, it's definitely worth it. So yeah, so the main location's over on Houston Street, not far from Katz's Delicatessen, which is a place I went to a few years ago when I came to New York the very first time. If I get some extra time, I could consider going back there, but we'll have to wait and see. But yeah, so I'm gonna head over to Chinatown next because I have yet to explore Chinatown in any of my trips to New York, and we can explore Chinatown and even get some Chinese food while we're over there. So yeah, right now we're just exploring the Chinatown here in New York. It's absolutely fantastic. All kinds of great shops, markets, restaurants. And over here at Columbus Park, this is a nice little area where people are getting some exercise, doing some dancing and other forms of movement. There's even a playground over here too. Even some ping pong tables. I always enjoy exploring the different Chinatowns in different cities. So I'm glad I'm finally getting a chance to check out the one here in New York. All right, so shortly we're gonna go get some more food. All right, so here's the place. I heard about this place online. This is Wafeng No.1. Their specialty is like roast duck, chicken, other roast meats. I'm gonna go across the street so I can get in line. So I figure we'll walk and talk so that way I can start lining up. But yeah, they got some roast duck. I've always wanted to try it, so figure why not now here in Chinatown, here in New York. So head inside, order, get my food, and we'll go sit down somewhere and eat. All right, so you just line up, and you know it's a really good place when there's already a line for it 30 minutes after they open. So I stood in line for about 20 minutes or so, and get everything from like roasted duck to chicken and pork, but I had to get the roast duck. And this is the small portion. This is a lot of food too. Freshly cooked duck, with some rice as well. I'm gonna try to do this carefully here. All right, here we go. So we got a piece of duck. I'm not gonna worry about getting the rice on camera or anything, it's just rice, but all right. Never really had duck before, so this will be interesting. Yeah, that's quite good, I have to say. It's like, if there was a tiny bit of bone in that, but I think it's expected, but so you gotta be careful when eating this, but it is really good, very flavorful. The duck is nice and moist, it's not that tough. It's really good, very flavorful. So you know it's good when a bunch of people are lining up for it, but yeah, phenomenal duck. That was quite good, especially mixed in with the rice too. So even the small, they give you quite a bit of food. There's even a large portion too, which you can get. I saw a lot of people getting that as well too. Man, because it's very affordable there. That portion that I just had was like $7.25, and I think the large is like $9. It's cash only, but it is totally worth it. It's like it's whole duck though, so there are bones in it, so you do have to eat around a little bit. But other than that though, it's quite good. So yeah, definitely check it out here in Chinatown in New York. All right, so before we get to the next food place, which won't be for a while, I'm gonna be meeting here with a bunch of content creators here. So we'll be exploring like Central Park, a bunch of cool things around New York, even do like walk across the Brooklyn Bridge. So we'll definitely do a little bit of that before we go to the next food spot. Well, that was a lot of fun getting together with a bunch of content creators, just having a good time with the cruise along the Hudson and the East River, and of course, hanging out at Central Park. So nice little fun and exciting intermission. So now we know we need to go get some food really quick. It's starting to get dark, so I know just a place, we gotta go get some tacos. Oh yeah. All right, so it is taco time, and there's a really good taco chain here in New York City with some of the best tacos around. Los Tacos No.1. There are quite a bit of locations here in Manhattan. I'm going to the location over at Exchange Plaza, not far from where like the New York Stock Exchange is located. I've been to one of them before in the past, and they got phenomenal tacos. So can't wait to go inside and get some. All right, so you come inside, you just order at the counter, and then you will pay, and then you take your ticket over to the counter on the right, and then they get your tacos for you. So I got 3 different tacos here. Got a steak taco, a pork taco, and a chicken taco, and also got a horchata as well too. So I'm gonna go ahead and have, without making a mess here, gonna try to have one of the carne asada tacos here. Oh, these are so good. The steak is very juicy, lots of flavor, lots of spices too. I got some salsa, cilantro, onion, and even some guac too. These are phenomenal tacos. Must visit here in New York. Those tacos were really, really good. They definitely gave me vibes of the tacos I had in Mexico City earlier this year. You get your choice of either corn or flour tortillas. Of course, I have to get the corn tortillas. That's what they use down in Mexico, and they're all quite good. I had the pork and the chicken off camera. Those are really good too. I would say though that the carne asada, or the steak, grilled steak, was definitely my favorite. It was phenomenal. Very juicy, very delicious. So yeah, when you're looking for some great tacos here in New York City, definitely check out Los Tacos No.1. They are that delicious. All right, so there are some more food places to check out tomorrow. There'll be a couple more places that I covered previously, and even a new place too, so stay tuned. And good morning, everyone. I can take out the sunglasses, I'm not in the sun, but yeah. We're back here on Houston Street where we started yesterday's video. So I figure, why not get a hearty breakfast? A little unorthodox, but hey, we're in New York. We're gonna get a breakfast over at Katz's Delicatessen, a classic deli. It's been around for well over a century even. They have some of the best pastrami in the entire city. It's very heavily visited, although at this time of the day it shouldn't be crowded at all. Some people say it's considered a tourist trap, but the pastrami is actually really good, even though the prices might seem rather high. So I came here a few years ago and really enjoyed it, so we'll go back and enjoy a pastrami sandwich once more. All right, so the perks of coming here early is that it's not all that busy. Just order at the counter, they hand you a ticket when you come in, order what you want, and then you keep the ticket until you get done eating, and then you pay at the counter at the end. So, again, their classic pastrami sandwich. It's packed full of meaty pastrami, freshly made here. It's well prepared for a very long time here. All right, so we're gonna have the camera pointed over there so that way, yeah, look at this. It's practically falling off. All right, let's enjoy this. This is fantastic. Just as good as it was 2 years ago. Yeah, make sure to get the mustard on this because it really adds a little bit of a nice flavor to it. But it's nice and warm. This is delicious. Might be pricey, but it is well worth it. It's like the meat has a nice flavor to it. Phenomenal. That was really good. I couldn't even finish that whole sandwich. It's almost like having two sandwiches because like half of the sandwich felt like a full regular sandwich, which makes up for the high price because yeah, it's like including tax, that was like $35, which sounds like a tourist trap, but the food is really, really good and totally worth it though. So, and of course with the fact that it's one heck of a sandwich, very large, it's like probably won't be able to even finish it all. So it's like getting two sandwiches. So like when you divide that in half, it's like $17, $18, which is a little bit more reasonable. But yeah, would I go there again? Absolutely. Although maybe only once per trip though. But definitely go early because this place can get really crowded to where there's even people queued up outside. I've seen it myself. In fact, 4 years ago when I came here. But yeah, definitely check out Katz's for great pastrami sandwiches. They got other meats in there too, like corned beef, turkey, brisket, other stuff too. But pastrami is what they're famous for. All right, so we're gonna get another iconic food, and we're gonna be going to another place I've been to a few years ago, but I wanna go back to. We gotta get pizza while we're here. You can't go to New York without having pizza. All right, so in the meantime, we're gonna head over walk around Midtown for a little bit. All right, so we made over to the Greenwich Village area of New York here in Manhattan, and we got to get pizza now. So we're back at a place I went to a few years ago and absolutely loved it. This is Bleecker Street Pizza. Look here along Bleecker Street and 7th Avenue. One of the best places to get New York pizza. It's my personal favorite as well too. And we're gonna go inside and get a couple slices. Oh yeah. All right, so it's so great to be back here at Bleecker Street. Going to get some pizza here. Just order at the counter, get slices or even whole pizzas. Got 2 slices of the famous Nonna Maria with plenty of sauce and lots of cheese. This is absolutely fantastic. Try to fold this up a little bit here. Try to eat it the New York way. This is delicious. I will say it's better than it did a few years ago. The sauce is very rich and the melted cheese is nice and cheesy. It's perfect. Definitely will warm you up even on a hot day, but it's a good thing though. So good. Very tasty, lots of sauce, just the way I like it. But yeah, it's like, I forgot to mention, yeah, it's like the Nonna Maria, I think it's a vegetarian friendly one because I didn't see any like meat toppings or anything on it, but it was really good with sauce, some basil, some mozzarella. They're pretty filling too, especially when getting 2 slices. But yeah, for amazing pizza, go to Bleecker Street. It's like the Nonna Maria slice, it's like around almost like $5 a slice. So pretty affordable when it comes to food here in New York. All right, so I'm gonna be heading back to the airport later this afternoon to head back home to Michigan. But before we do that and before we conclude this video, I need to get some cheesecake while I'm here. We're in New York, we gotta get cheesecake. So I'm gonna walk off this pizza and we're gonna head over to get some cheesecake. All right, so we're here at our final stop here in this food tour. Check out some iconic foods here in New York. Please note that I did not cover hot dogs or anything. There's different places you can get hot dogs, especially like Nathan's. However, in all honesty, they're just hot dogs. So I'm not really too concerned about that, but we're here to get some New York cheesecake, and there's a great underrated place to check that out, and that's Veniero's, an Italian bakery where they got all kinds of delicious treats inside, including New York cheesecake. They even have like cannoli as well too, but we're here to get cheesecake, so let's head over. Okay, so we're sitting inside and they got a counter area where you can just order for takeaway, or you can come to the back here and you got a nice little cafe where you can sit down and enjoy your food and drinks. So they got all kinds of different drinks like coffees and even like lemonade here on a hot summer day, which this is fantastic by the way. Very sweet. They got all kinds of different pastries and desserts, and cannoli, and also many different treats, but they also have New York cheesecake here too. So I just got a plain cheesecake here, and wow, this looks scrumptious. This looks amazing. Okay, but can't wait to have some, because it's hot outside, so this will cool me down, and oh yeah, can't wait. Wow. This is extremely sweet. This is very creamy, very rich. Absolutely delicious. Definitely have to come to New York for cheesecake, and this place is very underrated for their cheesecake. So good. Whew, I am stuffed now. That cheesecake was extremely rich, very, very good. So I know there's other places here in New York we can get the same cheesecake. However, I would say that this is probably one of the more underrated spots. And I actually learned about this spot from good friends Taylor and Caleb of Culture Craving Couple. They have a YouTube and Instagram channel. Definitely check out their content. They're big time foodies, kind of like how I am too. And I learned about this place from them as they did a New York trip earlier this year. But yeah, definitely recommend Veniero for great cheesecake, and they got other great desserts in there as well too. But yeah, I had such a great time here in New York this past weekend, going on this foodie tour, checking out some amazing foods. It was quite good, but yeah, now I need to get back to my hotel, pack up, and start to head home to Michigan. So I had to get back to work tomorrow, but had a great time, and also a great time meeting up with a bunch of content creators too, in between all the foodie fun. And of course, very special thanks to Giselle and Steven of the Lover's Passport for putting on a big meetup yesterday. It was a lot of fun. All right, so I hope you enjoyed this food tour here in New York. I'll have to come back to check out some more food spots. So so you let me know in the comments if there's some other places I need to check out next time, which I didn't cover in this one, that I need to cover next time. All right, so if you enjoyed this video, make sure to click that like button. Don't forget to click that subscribe button so that way you don't miss out any future adventures. Well, thank you for watching. This is Scott, or the Scott Man, signing out here from New York City.